Community Early Music Ensemble. Today we'll be taking you on a musical voyage to 15th and 16th century Europe. Some of our music will be in languages other than English. I will read aloud a translation or paraphrase for those pieces so you can get an idea about what the text means. The first piece was a well-loved Elizabethan part song by John Dowland. It speaks of unrequited love and features more than a few spicy metaphors and euphemisms if you know what to listen for. You can talk to me afterwards for more details. Or Dory. Our journey is in 3 parts, love, war, and delight, with which we will explore a bit of the love-hate relationship between England and Spain. The Spanish crown had acquired great wealth from their exploration and exploitation of resources in the New World, stoking both the envy and admiration and encouraging conspicuous consumption throughout the continent. Our next piece is an example of a pavane, a stately dance that allowed nobles to peacock and show off their conspicuously elaborate finery. It comes to us from a popular dancing manual published in 1589. The text also revolves around unrequited love. It is in French and translates to, "Beautiful one, who holds my life captive in your eyes, who has ravished my soul with a gracious smile, come to my aid, or I will die." Ferdinand and Isabella were very busy in 1492. That was the year they granted Christopher Columbus the funds to make his journey to India. Apparently, he was so obnoxious that they considered funding his venture a small price to pay for getting rid of him. They also instituted the Alhambra Decree, which exiled the Muslim and Jewish populations from the Iberian Peninsula. Our next piece, La Rosa en Flores, belongs to the Spanish Jewish tradition and is in a language called Ladino. At the time, Ladino was a major trade language in the Mediterranean and is still spoken in parts of Andalusia and Israel today. The lyrics combine themes and images from Arab and medieval poets, as well as the Song of Solomon. And the translation is, "The rose blooms in the middle of May, and my soul darkens, suffering from love. Nightingales sing, sighing of love, and yet the passion kills me, my pain increasing. Come more quickly, my dove, more quickly to me, more quickly, you my soul, because I feel myself dying." I love that one. Okay. So members of the nobility and middle class often enjoyed listening to readings of popular romances in the evenings, epic tales of love and adventure. One of the most popular romances was the story of Tristan and Isolde. And at the end of the story, you know that one, right? Wagner wrote a whole opera about it. At the end of the story, Tristan is wounded by a poison arrow and sends a friend with a message for Isolde to come and heal him. Our next song is an instrumental piece called Tristan's Lament. It could have been used to punctuate a prose reading to express his longing and hope that Isolde would return to him. Here's a translation of this moment from one of these epics. Tell her my heart salutes her. Tell her that she alone can bring me comfort. Tell her that I will die if she does not come. Tell her to remember our shared past, our great sorrows, our joy, the joy of our loyal and tender love, the draught we drank together on the high seas, for we drank our death together. Tell her I remember the oath I swore to serve a single love, and that I have kept that promise. most of the sad music, okay? We're into the last section of our program. Oh, I'm wrong. We have not gone through the war section yet. Okay, sorry. Anyway, we're now entering the war section of our program. Relationships between Spain and England soured when Henry VIII began to seek an annulment from his marriage to Catherine of Aragon, who was the daughter of Ferdinand and Isabella. So you can see the family tree is a mess, by the way. You should look at it, it's awesome. By the time Henry's daughter, Elizabeth I, came to power, pirates and sea dogs were officially authorized to raid Spanish ships on behalf of the crown. These tensions would escalate into a full-blown war from 1585 to 1604. The next piece is a pavane. You've already heard of pavane, titled La Bataille, the battle. It is a loose paraphrase of some contemporaneous battle chansons and madrigals. These songs took war chants, sound effects, trumpet calls, and military drum signals to create music that glorified the excitement of war. And they would have been really into like fighter jet sounds. They had fighter jets. But the ending fanfare in particular is used in numerous compositions at this time. My kazoo is up too. It's like making weird noises. Although war was certainly glorified, the repercussions of violence were ever present in the Renaissance imagination. This folk tune setting of Three Ravens, appropriately by Sir Thomas Ravenscroft, illustrates the poignant link between war, death, birth, and love. A dead knight is tended to by a pregnant deer, which is a metaphor for his lover, who, after burying him, dies herself in childbirth.
how that happened. Sorry. Grateful was in the break.
Let's give it another try. This one's kind of complicated. No. Collect it. So that was a Spanish carnival dance. And with that, we come to the delight section of our program. Life was hard in the Renaissance, but people definitely knew how to have fun. Carnival was one such example. Throughout the Iberian Peninsula, they were just famous for their festivals and their parties, some of which have carried on to this present day. Guilds and businesses hired musicians and commissioned pieces of music, hosted performance, advertising their specialties, and also as a way of showing off their success. Our next song, Yo Soy La Morenica, is a Spanish folk song preserved in the Uppsala songbook. Now, Uppsala is a city in Sweden. You might be wondering what a piece of Spanish music is doing in a book in Sweden. Well, this particular collection was very popular. It was so popular that it was printed in Italy and widely distributed. So apparently people in Sweden enjoyed Spanish music. This song shows Muslim and Jewish influence still present in Spanish culture 100 years after the Alhambra Decree. La Morenica is a bit of an ambiguous term. On the surface it means little dark one, but it could also refer to one with dark brown hair or an entertainer. There are sections of the lyrics which recall Old Testament themes from the Song of Solomon and Exodus, often used in Ladino songs, as well as New Testament Marian language. So it's very much a soup of all three cultures that existed in the Iberian Peninsula. Here's the words. I am the little dark one, I am the dark woman. The dark, handsome man was guilty of sin, but sin never found me and never will. I am the rose without thorns, of which Solomon sings and says, I am black, but beautiful. For me they will sing. I am the burning bush, aflame, but not consumed. The fire will not touch me, that will touch all of the others. It's wild. Yo me soy la morenica, yo me soy la morena, yo me soy la morena, yo me soy la morenica, yo me soy la morena, yo me soy la morena, bien rodada fue la culpa del pecado que en mí nunca fue hallado, ni jamás se hallará, ni jamás se hallará. Yo me soy la morenica, yo me soy la morena, yo me soy la morena. Soy la sin espina rosa que Salomón canta y glosa, que en mí nunca fue hallado, y por mí se cantará, y por mí se cantará. Yo me soy la morenica, yo me soy la morena, yo me soy la morena. Yo soy la manta inflamada, ardiendo y sin ser quemada, ni de aquel fuego tocada, que a las otras tocará, que a las otras tocará. Yo me soy la morenica, yo me soy la morena, yo me soy la morena, yo me soy la morenica, yo me soy la morena, yo me soy la morena. Come on, Paige. Sometimes I misplace it. Oh, I think I misplaced the page.
No.
Really?
You're on.
Oh, I misplaced my Spanish Pavon.
That's it.
But I had a little thing to say about the Spanish Pavon.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't look at my page. Let me make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay. Would you like to know what some of these instruments are? Yeah. Okay. Yes. I'm going to introduce the instruments really fast because I don't want anyone to get cold. You have a fewer pieces to do. I know I only played it once. This is a psaltery. You know, like the Psalms. This instrument is named for the Psalms. So it might have been around for a long time. It's basically a little plucked dulcimer. And you can play like this. It's fun. I'm sorry I only used it in one song. I'm learning it. Just going around the thing. This is a lute. It's descended from the Arabic oud. The oud has no frets and has fewer strings, but mostly still looks like this today. You see a lot of pictures with like angels playing this, Renaissance pictures, yeah. See the bent neck? It's a lute. Not L-O-O-T, but L-U-T-E. I know we talked about pirates earlier, but... now I'm going to talk about our large consort of instruments. We actually have a recorder consort, which is a lot of them in different sizes. Robert, can you hold our soprano? You might have played it in grade school. It is a legitimate instrument, even though Robert's is plastic, and he puts it in the dishwasher. Beth plays the next size up generally. That's the alto. It is quite sweet. Karen has a whole circus, but if she'll hold you up the tiny one, that was a sopranino you heard on La Rota after the very sad Tristan song. It's basically a whistle. And then right now she's got in her hands a bass. There is a contrabass, but none of us own the contrabass. It's very expensive and very large. We have a team of tenor recorders. Mary, Emmy, and Elise all play tenor recorder at different times in the program. Excellent. And those are all the recorders. Back to strings and things, Elise also plays the mandolin. There are instruments that like it, that are period, but we just use the modern one because it sounds good, especially nice and loud with the metal strings. We also have Jackie back here on Renaissance guitar. It is basically a ukulele. So if you play ukulele, you want to join and play Renaissance guitar with us, yes, you can. And Jackie also sings, beautifully, obviously. And then coming around here, we have Lisa, who is one of our percussionists. If you're a singer, you also have to be a percussionist. And Dory, who has the tambourine as well. Then we have a couple weird things that we got recently that we're still learning how to play, and you can tell. I'm sorry. These are double reed instruments. You take off the cap, and inside is a double reed like an oboe. They need new reeds. Their reeds are like 20 or 30 years old, but we're trying. This is called the crumb horn, bent horn, very obvious. That's called the cornemuse. It's basically the front end of a bagpipe. That's what it is, and that's obviously kind of what it sounds like. Lovely, so those are all of our instruments. The next piece we're going to play for you is from an amateur lute book, which is the highest level of lute playing that I can aspire to. This is a Spanish pavon, and it was from a guy named William Ballott's, his personal lute book. And he lived in Ireland, in Dublin. Okay. I hope now that you've experienced some of this music that you're ready for a sing-along. I'm serious. Okay? Okay? Yeah. It's not going to be hard. All you have to do is shout, ah, hey, and then, hey. Okay? I'm going to look at you like this and go, oh, hey, and then, hey. I'm going to put this over here so I can read the words. So the song is called Rodrigo Martinez. It is likely a folk song and comes to us because it was popular enough to be recorded in a 15th century palace songbook. I like to imagine it is about a young man named Rodrigo Martinez who treats his little flock of geese like a herd of cows. Why? Well, because cows are expensive, so if he was wealthier, they would be a herd of cows. So he's sort of manifesting his future, you know? Anyway, it's a silly song, and here are the words. Rodrigo Martinez, off you go to your geese, ah hey. Calling them as if they were cows, he whistled, hey. Rodrigo Martinez, how brave you are. Drive your little geese to the river, ah hey. calling them as if they were cows. Hey, Rodrigo Martinez, how strapping you are. Drive your little geese across the ford. Ah, hey. Calling them as if they were cows. Hey. Right? I think you can do it. Okay? Don't worry, you were in charge of that too. I take it way too fast. Rodrigo Martinez a las alzares, ah, hey, pensando que eran vacas, silbaba las, hey, Rodrigo Martinez atangarido, Rodrigo Martinez atangarido, los sus alzarinos lévalos al río, ah, hey, pensando que eran vacas, silbaba las, hey, Rodrigo Martinez Lozano, Rodrigo Martínez, Lozano, los tus alzarinos, lévalos salvado, ah, hey, pensando que eran vacas, silbaba las, hey. You can follow instructions. I love it.
And we could go on the road.
Our next song is a dance tune published by Tielman Susato as part of his very popular dance race series in the Netherlands in the 16th century. It's simply titled La Morisque, or the Moorish dance. Europeans used the term Moor to describe Muslims of North African or Arab descent. Although many were made refugees by the Alhambra decree, some converted to Catholicism and stayed, so Moorish culture continued to be a part of European culture. Sorry, I have to fix this. Will it fix it? No. I'm gonna pretend like it's gonna fix it. Oh, let's try it again. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, faster. Thank you so much for joining us for this afternoon. We'll close with a piece written by Henry VIII, who perhaps exemplifies the complex relationship between England and Spain. Catherine of Aragon, his first wife, was the daughter of Ferdinand and Isabella, and also the longest reigning queen of all of his wives. His quest for an annulment of their marriage gave birth to the Church of England, pitting Protestant England against Catholic Spain. The official title is The King's Ballad, and it would have been written shortly after Henry's coronation at age 17. The English lyrics are pure humanism, full of lofty ideals about free will and the pursuit of virtue. It's a little sobering to think how much a person can change. There are also a set of Spanish lyrics, which are much more in line with the love poetry of the time. They are as follows. Oh my goodness, my lady, my white rose of love, why have I lost half of my reason? Your eyes are the clear blue of the dawn. Your mouth is a flower bathed in the light of pure honey.
Oh my goodness.